Jaren, we turn the page to a new month and just maybe a new slate for BYU football as you go into November. How would you define the morale and the atmosphere around BYU's football program right now?
Excitement for new opportunities. As much of a bummer as it's been the last couple of weeks, some tough games, some tough losses. I feel like every week, every Monday, we come back together, look at the film, kind of get over some of the heartache from Saturday or from Friday, whenever it was, and just embrace the opportunities. That's football. That's college football. There's a lot of great teams out there, and there's a lot of talented teams that come up very short. And that's been our case the last couple of weeks for whatever reason. And so luckily for us, I feel like we have a group that's hungry enough to still make the most out of the situation.
What have you discovered about your team and yourself, and more importantly, the issues that are causing the 4-game losing streak?
We just got to be more consistent of, every guy having their best game. I think it really just comes down to relying on each other, playing with more confidence, playing with more belief in each other. I just think looking back, to some of the best games we had early on in the season and then some of the best games last year, I just think a lot of it was guys were playing excited with each other, loving the game, appreciating it, having gratitude. And I think there's just been times this year where we've kind of lost that confidence, lost that edge, as we've, come into our third season of being a really good team. I think we just haven't handled that kind of that mantle well enough to be the team that a lot of people are coming after. And so we got to get back to having a chip on our shoulder and every guy, showing up every Saturday, excited to play and looking forward to playing their best ball.
BYU clearly played better against ECU than the previous week at Liberty. Is that enough to get that confidence back, or is it going to take a win to fully reestablish the confidence?
There's nothing can boost your confidence more than a win. I mean, as much as you love to play good, sometimes when you play really hard and you lose, it stings even more because that usually comes down to there's only a couple things, that could have changed that game, and that hurts. Especially coming off of 3 tough weeks and you get so close and then you come up short again. I think for us, we got to get a win under our belt. That's why we play this game. As much as we love being here and being a part of this culture, I know fans want to win. I know our families want us to win, and no one wants to win more than us. I mean, that's why we play this game. So, when you win, there's no better feeling. And so we just got to handle our business and get another win under our belts.
The quarterback position by nature is a leader on any football team. What is your role as a leader on this BYU football team?
Just keep guys together. Keep the focus. The main thing is our focus. That's what it comes down to. There's so many distractions nowadays in all of our lives as college athletes. So many distractions with media being involved now and social media. Just reminding guys that the only influence, the only opinions and the things that matter come in this building. It's with our family. When you got your own personal family issues and other things, you keep it in your family. You don't go put it out, for your friends or your in-laws and other things. You keep it where it's supposed to be with each other. And so for us, it's, that's where you really take these situations, upon yourselves. You keep it here, you keep it in your tight circle with your loved ones. And that's our football family. And so, we really just got to band together and keep each other focused on each other. That's what it comes down to. We play for each other and that's it. And so I think that's just the way, you take on that leadership in those situations, I think.
It's interesting you bring up that family dynamic because I know your dad, Kalen, is a source of a lot of wisdom and football knowledge for you. So what types of conversations and things are you having with your dad in that regard?
Yeah, every week it's accountability, looking in the mirror, being a mature and grown enough, playing this game to understand there's things that you can always do better, especially as a quarterback of any team. You have the ball every play and there's opportunities to be better, there's opportunities to help your team out. When someone doesn't do something, you can make up for that. When you make mistakes, you got to own up to that, make sure everybody knows that you'll be better. So, every game it's about accountability, and then it's also about, not being too hard on yourself, understanding that it is a tough game to play, but the more you're prepared, the more you love and cherish the opportunities, the better. And most importantly, that, there's never any pressure. As long as you're prepared, it's just an opportunity to go out and play a game you've been playing since you were a little kid.
Do you feel like you are back to full health at this point?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
So that has nothing to do with anything that has happened, let's say, in the past 2 weeks?
No.
Fair enough. Jaren Hall with us on BYU Sports Nation. Jaren, when you look at the Boise game and the opportunity, that's the word you use, to turn things around, If there's one aspect of the offense that you could change to be a little bit better, what aspect would that be? Whether it's third and fourth down conversions, it's the pass game in general, the run game. What do you think?
Yeah, getting back to being an explosive offense. Each week there's some part of our game that's really good. Passing is good. Like last week, running was really good. Passing was efficient, but we didn't have a ton of explosive plays in the pass game. So, as you look over the last 2.5 seasons of BYU football, the best offenses when we've been thriving in each of those years was when the run game is hitting explosively and the pass game is playing off of that. And so, now that we've been able to figure out some things in both pass and the run game, it's time to just put those things together, be a complete offense that's explosive. And that's something we harped on a couple of years ago when it became our identity. And I feel like we've kind of gone away from that. And so that's on us as players, is just straining it a couple more yards, straining to finish blocks, straining to stay in the pocket and make a throw down the field and then going and catching the ball. And so in every phase of our offense, we just got to be a more explosive team. And I think it'll come.
How much do injuries affect your inability, per se, to be an explosive offense, with the likes of Gunnar Romney being out and Puka having missed multiple games? And now we find out that Cody Epps is out for the season. Those type of guys. Chris Brooks is still banged up. How much does that impact your ability to be explosive?
Yeah, it definitely has an impact. When guys can't get in their rhythm and they might be in and out, it's tough. But at the same time, we're everybody that steps up is fully capable of filling in and making the plays they need to make. It's all about understanding your responsibility, starting with where you line up, understanding different looks, spending time in the film room. And if you do that, you can overcome any sort of talent drop off or athleticism drop off. You can overcome those things with just being prepared. And so I think that's something we've done well at, our receivers, especially as we've had some injuries in that room throughout the year. So I think, as much as you'd love to have all of your guys together, football is a physical game, and that's never promised to anybody. And most teams don't go a whole year, with those rosters filled. So it's just about us being prepared, guys being confident. And so I think this week we just got to breathe confidence into everybody to just have their best game and play the way they know they can.
What type of opportunity do you see going up to the Blue against Boise for the last time in what could be a very long time before the Cougars and Broncos meet up again?
Yeah, it's a game that's talked about often around here, in the state of Utah, the state of Idaho, right next to each other. It's a game that's always talked about, no different than Utah or Utah State. It's a rivalry game, history between the two teams, and it's always a well-fought game. We've been on both ends of that since I've been, here at BYU, and I've seen the good and the bad, and I've seen the emotions that go into it. And so, they had their rough start. They have some things they worked through, and they're kind of on the come up now. They've done a good job of getting through some of their adversities, through their coaching changes and quarterback changes, roster changes, all that stuff. And so now it's our turn. We got to be a team that's mentally tough enough to come out of our slump, if you will, at this time. And no better way to do that than a rivalry game where we know there'll be a lot of energy and a lot of opportunity.
You ran more against ECU than you have in previous games. Was that a concerted effort to do that, or was that more of just a situational thing? And will we see you do that more moving forward?
Yeah, it's a little of both. Watching their film, they're a big drop team. An odd front team, rush three a lot. Love to play some drop coverages and cover eight stuff that we talked about in fall camp. Actually, you were asking me about throwing against those drop eight teams. But we were just aware that if they wanted to drop out and try to keep a cap on our receivers, then there'd be opportunities to run. And so there were a lot of chances, to do that. And I just took the opportunities they gave me, and it's tough for a defense, to do that when you have an athletic quarterback. So when there's opportunities for me to get out and do what I need to, I try to, and it worked out Saturday.
Out of curiosity, do you feel faster on turf than you do on natural grass?
Oh no, I used to think that. I used to think that back in high school. Probably still. I think so. Yes.
Fair enough. On the blue turf at Boise, what do you know about their defense and how they're going to try and slow you and the Cougars down?
Yeah, physical defense. Some returning guys in their secondary that we played against last year. Some really good linebackers. Physical defensive front. Just a physical team. They play hard, and they play for full 4 quarters. They've had some tough games this year, some close games. They've had some really good defensive games, honestly. And they've, especially the last couple of games, been starting to figure it out a little bit more. And you can kind of see the confidence they play with. And so it's a good opportunity for us to see what we're made of as an offense going against a really good defense.
Jaren, let's do our part and give you some BYU Sports Nation karma to take to the Boise Blue, man, and turn this thing around and get BYU going back in the right direction. We appreciate the time as always, and I wish you the best of luck up north in Idaho.
Thank you.